Good evening, everybody. My name is Tim Porter, Urban Forester for the city. This is officially the Charlotte Tree Advisory Commission's April meeting. It'll start off like typical business meeting, and we'll quickly do an award ceremony. Is that how I really sound? It'll go into the award ceremony, then back to the actual meeting. But just want to, and then we'll kind of go through the run of show and some logistical things. But the one thing I want to mention before I kick it over to Mr. Chair, Scott Roberts, is if speaking tonight, since we are streaming, we're on TV right now, please hit the green button on the speaker. You may have to kind of move it back and forth to anyone who's speaking, so the people in YouTube land can hear everybody. So thank you. Mr. Chair.
Thanks, Tim. Really excited. It's going to be a great night. It is 4:43 today, April 9th, and we'll call this meeting to order. And our first item on the agenda is the presentation of Charlotte Tree Awards. So you're right back on the stage, Tim.
I'm back. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Well, I'm going to speak a little bit for the board and staff in the room that we're really excited that the Crown Tree Awards have been brought back to life. This is a celebratory program that was created, I think decades ago. It's the mayor's program. It's administered by the Tree Commission. It's intended to really celebrate Charlotte's amazing urban forest, the trees, and the people that care about it, and their efforts to sustain our canopy. And it's evolved over the years. There's been different award categories, but we're happy that it took us a little bit of time after COVID to get back to this. This is something I think a lot of times in the tree world in general, we don't do enough of, is to celebrate and acknowledge. So we're really excited to be doing this tonight. Tonight's run of show will be an intro to the board and staff, very briefly, a little bit of an overview of the program, which I know everyone's familiar with because you submitted nominations or you've been managing it, so it won't be too long, but we're gonna do a little bit of kind of overview for the folks, anyone who's watching in the YouTube land. Then there'll be a 10-minute period of get some food next door, mingle. We're also gonna stamp your parking validation there as well, so we'll get that going for you too. Then we'll just jump into the award ceremony. This is a very informal meeting. It's an official meeting. It's an appointed board, but it's not a Senate hearing at all. So it's very flexible. It's relaxed. There is a little bit of formality here and there. Also, again, reminder, use the speaker if you're speaking. There's an opportunity for award winners to come up and speak if you'd want to. There's an X marking the spot here where we'd like you to stand so we can see you on TV. There'll be some photos taken of you as well. If you don't want to speak, that's fine too. There's water up front here. I think I covered all my logistics. Yeah, so Mr. Chair, is there anything else you wanted to say before I just jump into? Okay. So my name is Tim Porter. I'm the urban forester for the city. I manage the Community Tree Canopy Preservation Division. It's a long name. I'm still getting used to that. CTCPD, it's easier to say. Kind of sounds like we're the tree police or something, but we're not. My division helps manage regulatory efforts for tree preservation and planting, but also policy and some programs. The other key group in the city, I'm going to kick it over to my colleague, the city arborist, Lori Reed, talk about her group.
Yep, I'm Lori Reed, the city arborist. We work at landscape management where we manage the trees. Sorry about that. Do I need to start over? Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm Lori Reed, the city arborist. I work at landscape management. We regulate the trees in the rights of way and on some city-owned properties as well. So we plant trees, prune them, remove them when needed. We have education programs as well. So working on pollinator gardens and teaching people about the importance of trees.
I'm Jill Sanchez Myers, Senior Assistant City Attorney, and I serve as the legal advisor to the Tree Commission.
I'm Karen Weatherly, and I am a Senior Assistant City Attorney, and I am the environmental attorney for the city, and I advise the city staff about all things trees.
Hi, I'm Teresa Ray, and I am the admin assistant for Tim in the CTCP division of the planning department.
Thank you, Teresa. She was very modest. She does a lot to support this board. Henry Kunzig, the urban forestry supervisor, will be here in just a second. He's working on some printing troubleshooting right now. But with that, I'd like to kick it over to Scott Roberts, the chair.
Thanks, Tim. My name is Scott Roberts. I'm the chair of this board, and I own and operate a small tree farm and a pretty large landscape company. And this commission is an exciting way to take my passion into service. And really privileged to be here. Privileged to see all of you tonight.
Ms. Vice Chair.
Hello, I'm Sarah Gagne. I'm the vice chair of the board, and I'm actually an associate professor and chair of the Department of Geography and Earth Sciences at UNC Charlotte, and I love everything environment, everything trees, and it's really an honor to serve on this commission.
I'm Sarah Hart. I am basically a tree hugger and somehow got on this board. I was very thankful, and it's been just a pleasure to serve.
And I'm Charlie Welch. I've lived in Charlotte since the 80s. Have a passion for trees. I do a lot in our neighborhood, planting trees, and I've been on the board here for the commission for 4 years.
I am Kevin Mason, Charlotte native, and represent the utility division of the commission, and I'm also a landscape architect.
My name is Nate Negrin. I've had the pleasure of serving on the board for the last 4 years. Excited to have this program sort of revived from where it was before COVID, if you will. And I have a landscape business in Fort Mill. We do a lot of work in Charlotte and South Carolina. So it's good to be here. It's a great group to be a part of.
And I'm Thomas Habapuru. I'm the newest member of the board. This is my third month here. I'm still learning my ropes a little bit. I'm a landscape architect as well, and I run a landscape architecture civil engineering firm here in town.
We also have one board member who's attending virtually right now, Elizabeth McGon. And I don't know if technically in our IT reality, if she can be heard right now, but she's also here with us virtually and was a big proponent of breathing life back into the Crown Tree Awards. I really want to thank this board, myself, and I think Lori for a long time. I'm not sure how long, but I've been on the board from a staff perspective for 10 years. And when I first started, it was more of just a coffee club to talk about trees, but this board has helped move us forward into a board that's really relevant, focus driven, purpose driven, but also, they're checking some boxes, they're getting some work done. So they helped lead the reestablishment of this program, which I think is greatly needed. We really need to have the celebratory acknowledgement side of all the good things that are happening in Charlotte with trees. So thank you to the board for doing that. As you all know, there were multiple categories for the award program, and they've evolved over the years. At times they were more project specific, but right now we have 4 categories. There's the Spirit of the Tree Award. This connects to the special place in our hearts that trees have, the spiritual connection they have to Charlotte residents and stakeholders. There's also the Corporate Friend of the Urban Forest. This focuses on acknowledging this corporate sustainability measures and efforts that organizations in Charlotte put forward to ensure tree canopy is sustainable, the commitment of our corporate stakeholders to really value and sustain our trees in Charlotte. The Proud Partner category. The description of this category says, it takes a village to protect and preserve our urban canopy. This award category recognizes the educator, community partner, or civic institution and the efforts they have played to promote our canopy. And last but certainly not least is the Tree of the Year Award, which is termed the Mayor's Tree. And that just celebrates aesthetically beautiful trees, important trees, just really impactful trees that have a connection to our community. Those are the 4 categories. And so at this moment in time, I'm going to ask Henry, since he joined us, to introduce himself. He's also got the parking validation stamp, so that's not his only role.
Yes. My name is Henry Kunzig. I've been with the city now for 7 or 8 years. I work under Tim. I'm the urban forest supervisor. So I lead a group of reviewers that review development plans for compliance with the tree ordinance to make sure that new development is abiding by the rules that are given to us by city council.
Thank you, Henry. Again, Henry can validate your parking. Did I hear Teresa maybe as well? Teresa in the back. So you got 2 options here to validate. So again, really informal, right? But thank you for all the award winners for submitting nominations. We could tell you put some thought and effort into that and everything you do behind, the awards you won. So thank you for that. We're live on TV, but at this moment in time, we're gonna have a 10-minute, get some food, mingle, validate parking break. There's some food next door this way. Viva Chicken, feel free to bring it in to the room here. And we'll reconvene in about 10 minutes and actually start giving out the awards. And all right, I'll see you in 10 minutes, everybody. We'll say 5 after. 5 after. Little buffer time. Push the button. TV land can hear you and turn it. Okay, we'll start back up, everybody, in just a minute. All right, we're going to start back up again for folks in TV land. This is the Crown Tree Awards for the Charlotte Tree Advisory Commission. We have our award winners here this evening. I'm going to ask the chair of the board, Mr. Scott Roberts, to come up and join me and hand out the award plaques to our winners. Again, winners, you have the opportunity, if you want to speak, you can speak at the table or at the podium. As long as your green light's on your mic, you're good to go. And again, just a brief review of the program. The Charlotte Crown Tree Awards celebrate Charlotte's amazing urban forest, the citizens who preserve, grow, and advocate for it. And winners tonight are going to receive locally sourced, beautiful black walnut plaques that have been etched, I believe. Tara Moore, our tree canopy programs manager, led the coordination of that. So I'm sorry, I don't have all the information on where the trees came from. But locally sourced, local vendor, woodworker. Oh, I thought that was YouTube talking to me. Before we give out the awards, I also want to mention to award winners that Mayor Lyles will be acknowledging you at the April 22nd City Council meeting. So you're also invited to that. It's a Monday night, 5 p.m. We'll be tagging along with our city arborist and the Arbor Day proclamation, just celebrating Arbor Week and you and your efforts. So if you want, you don't have to attend, but if you want to, you're invited. They'll call out your name or your group and the award you won. They're no longer asking people to come down to shake hands. It's just stand up in the, in the audience, and you'll be on TV again there as well. And we'll also have a little bit after that. It's a very early, it's before the main business meeting. It'll be like the awards and early on. And after that, they'll jump into their business meeting. And I'm going to take off. I don't know about Lori, but you got another thing on the agenda? Okay. Actually, I have an agenda item too. So I'm going to stick around. You're welcome to stick around. We'll let you know logistically if there's going to be another little kind of get together. But Teresa will contact you tomorrow with more information logistically about that. But April 22nd, Monday night, City Council meeting, the mayor will acknowledge award winners along with our Arbor Day celebration and proclamation. So without further ado, Mr. Chair, if you could help us hand out our plaques. We're starting with the Mayor's Tree of the Year winner, which celebrates Charlotte's most glorious tree. This year's winner, which is won before. I got my pages out of order. 1 second here. Is the Deodar Cedar at Park Road, Montessori. That's it. Whoever's, please come up, all of you, if you want to, please.
Yes. Yay. Really good.
If we could ask you to stand on the X right here so their TV viewers could see you as well. Just stand right there. Turn around, face the camera. Park Road, Montessori. Theodore C. Right there. There you go. Come on up, everybody. We're going to take a picture against that white wall right there. Whoever wants to be in the picture.
Charlotte,
come on. Mr. Chair, I'm going to ask you to stand with the winners as well.
Charlotte,
This is going to take your photo. Sorry, making you work tonight. I'm sorry about it. Nominated by Heather Ruckerstuhl. Thank you. This beloved tree has watched students grow up for many generations. Kids have played around this tree, loved this tree, and take it into their own hands and heart, becoming a part of their family. This tree has been a space for memorializing the lost, a peaceful place to take a break. But once they build a new school, this tree will be ripped out of their lives. So the potential of this tree may not be around much longer, but
We could use all your help to save it.
it's a beautiful tree. I've been to the campus, certainly worthy. And we invite anyone to come up and speak if they'd like to, or stay at the table.
There you go. Good evening. Look deep into nature. Then you will start to understand everything better. That was a famous quote by Albert Einstein. Take a moment to think about that. How many people, how many average Americans with 9-to-5 jobs never take the chance to look around them, to see the beauty that lies before them? How many of you breathe air? Let me guess. All of you. Trees are a big factor in the oxygen you breathe. Every breath you take is just an output of what trees made. Try to imagine a world without them. Barren grounds, dark skies, silence. Being a Montessori student, I had the chance to become part of the natural world around me. My efforts trying to save this tree may sound ridiculous. One 12-year-old against the whole organization. But I will not take no for an answer. Because of my newfound talent to question the natural world around me, this issue has caused me to take action. Winning this award has been a great help to my cause, a step in the right direction, and I appreciate every one of you who has been helping a hand to this cause. Thank you.
We would like to take a moment to express our deepest gratitude to some of the supporters for this project. First, we would like to thank Ms. Heather Ruchterstahl for being a supportive helping hand in this project, many times helping us find contacts and providing countless advice and support. We would also like to thank Craig Robinson in Urban Forestry, who provided information and support with questions we had. We'd also like to give a special thanks to Ms. Charlotte Fletcher, who gave advice and support and has been a constant source of knowledge and an advocate for this tree and this project. Thank you.
Well, congratulations, and thank you so much for those words. I think that moment right there is the reason why this program needs to be around, and I'm glad the board brought it back. Congratulations, Mayor's Tree of the Year. You are welcome. Our next category area is, make sure I get this right, Spirit of the Tree. Trees can have a special place in our hearts. Share the story in a photo about your treasured tree. Perhaps it's a dogwood planted to commemorate the birth of a child, or an oak to mark the passing of a grandparent. Maybe it's the maple where you professed your love. Winning entries that capture that special relationships can have with humans. So there were a lot of great nominees here, and I'll speak for the board a little bit to say it was really difficult to choose one, so they chose 3 winners, and they're all here this evening. The first winner of the Spirit of the Tree Award is the Spring Tree from Colonial Village, nominated by Taylor Stetson.
Kind of a tough act to follow.
That's okay.
But thank you.
You're welcome.
The tree blooms first in our neighborhood every year, and everyone gets excited for spring, and all the kids run around and collect the petals.
Look at
It's just
that
a
picture.
good gathering spot. Thanks.
Thank
Yeah.
you. We just call this the spring tree. And every year we get so excited to see it bloom. Each year my neighbor and I that I met when I moved in take a picture of her daughter and my dog with the tree. It's been fun to watch them grow. Cheers, Taylor.
I think they wanted to say something into the.
Absolutely. The floor is yours.
You have to talk now. Maybe you just wanted to hold the microphone.
Our tree has lots of flowers. It did, but now it doesn't. So it has lots of leaves. And with spring, the kids collected the petals, and all summer long, it's been a great season.
There's no hook. This is the Oscars, so if they want to come back later on, that's fine too. The second winner of the Spirit of the Tree Award is Brad's Baby Willow Oak Tree from 701 East Tremont Ave, nominated by Leslie Bivens. Come on up. Right on the X, right on the X. Yeah, sorry. We don't do this every day either. Yes, please. Brad developed a special connection with a large oak tree in his yard. One day he came home from work and noticed it was cut down due to disease. Months later, he noticed baby seedlings coming up from the mother tree. He dug them up and planted it in their front yard. That's what you have right there.
So it's really difficult to talk about the tree, but he would love it. And thank you so much.
Thank you. The third winner of the Spirit of the Tree Award is Albert the Ash in Lori's backyard, nominated by Lori Reed. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Smile in the TV land up there.
So this ash tree's in our backyard, and when we first moved into our house, he was just 1.5, so he's just a little guy. And we hung a swing in our backyard so our kids could swing on it. You probably can't really see it very well. It's way up on this branch, way up there. It's a huge swing. You get like 7 feet off the ground on it. But ash trees in North Carolina are under threat for emerald ash borer. So I started treating this tree. I've treated it 3 times. We've done a lot of pruning on this tree to try to keep it as healthy as possible. Had some breaks from past storms. So this is the one tree that shades our deck, shades our house. And so we're going to do everything we can to keep this here as long as we can. So we love our Albert.
Okay, next category is Proud Partner of the Canopy. The description of this award category: it takes a village to protect and preserve our urban canopy. This award recognizes the educator, community partner, or civic institution that has played an exceptional role in the effort to promote our canopy. And the winner of this award is the Charlotte Wildlife Stewards, nominated by Lori Reed.
So let's stand on the tags.
For TV land, yeah.
Here, do you want me to, I'll take your picture.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't really prepare something, but I want to thank Lori for nominating us. We've had the privilege of partnering with Landscape Management on some projects, and we just love working with them. And we're a chapter of the North Carolina Wildlife Federation. There are 20 in the state, and we're the boots on the ground group. And so we do tree plantings, we partner with the city, we partner with the county, and we do just some of our own, do invasives removals, pollinator gardens. What else? We have educational events, we have fun stuff. We have Kids in Nature Day in October, so y'all come to that.
If you care about wildlife, trees are where it's at.
Yeah.
So that's one of the biggest reasons to plant a tree.
Is for the wildlife value. And the white oak tree probably has some of the greatest wildlife value. It's host to different numbers, but over about 500 different caterpillar species, which are a major food for birds. So if you want birds, you gotta have caterpillars and other bugs. And also it's a great food source for mammals and other animals, and it provides shade for us. Love oak trees. But anyway, thank you very much.
So our last award category is the Corporate Friend of the Urban Forest. Corporate sustainability measures are crucial to keeping Charlotte's thriving metropolitan clean and healthy. This award recognizes a company and its leaders for their outstanding commitment to our urban forest. And this year's winner is the Wallace Dell, 5100 Sharon Road, nominated by Milton McGowan. Okay. So please come on up. Yeah, perfect.
Thank you all. I'm Angela Rigsby. I am the president and CEO of the Sharon at South Park, which many of you probably know formerly as Sharon Towers. It is over that way. We recently completed a large expansion on our campus, and part of that included reimagining the Wallace Dell. It previously was unusable, and we've actually made it very accessible to our residents and our team. And we've really enjoyed it. It's got a natural stream, and it also has a lot of plantings. When we did our expansion, we added terraces on 4 levels and expanded our health center for our residents. And so they can all enjoy this dell, look down on this beautiful dell. And I told a few of you that yesterday, it's wonderful to see what was unusable space become usable. We had about 150 to 200 residents and team members out there yesterday with their glasses on, eating moon pies and drinking starry sodas. So it's been a wonderful extension of our campus and our community. So I invite any of you to drive through or stop by and come see us.
Thank you, Angela, and thank you to everybody else who nominated. Thank you to the board for bringing this program back. Thank you to staff for helping us get it back. And I really appreciate everyone's interest and value of Charlotte's urban forest and our tree canopy. And remember, you can win multiple times, so keep submitting and tell your friends. Stay tuned for information from Teresa on the council meeting. You don't have to attend, of course. I'll be there, Lori will be there. The mayor will read off the award winners, and so you'll be acknowledged if you want to go. One way or another, you'll acknowledge, and so thanks again. I appreciate it, and please continue your efforts and value for our canopy. We're going to segue back to a little bit of the formal meeting. You're welcome to stay, but if you want to go, you can as well. We're going to take a quick 5-minute little break, and then head into approval of meeting minutes for 3 months. So if anyone has like the government requirement yet for school, this is going to be really formal stuff. So, we're not going to be upset if you leave either. So 5-minute break, everyone.
propose we adopt the minutes.
Gotcha. All those in favor of adopting the minutes?
Mr. Chair, since this is actually considered a remote meeting because we have one board member participating virtually, you'll need to do the vote by roll call.
Gotcha.
Roll call. Let me see.
Can you hear me on the computer?
Elizabeth, can you hear me now? Okay, I'm gonna sit you over closer so you can hear everything. And you'll be able to vote. Sorry.
We just go name by name?
Sure, if you can, yeah, you can either state your name and then state your vote.
Would you like to start, go around?
Sure. Sarah Gagne, I approve.
Hart, I approve.
Thomas Hubbard, approved.
Charlie Welch, approved.
Nate Negrin, I approve.
Kevin Mason, I approve.
Elizabeth?
Elizabeth McGann and I approve.
Scott Roberts, approve. That has carried. I believe that is it. If there's a motion to call the meeting or to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
I second.
Second by Ms. Gagne. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.